How you doing? Oh, hold on one sec. I just realized something. Hold on one sec. Do. Okay, what's going on, everybody? Hey, how's it going? What is up? Welcome to a very special edition of Robeytech. A huge shout out to AMD for sponsoring today's show. We are going to be playing with their new APU. Hey, thank you very much, Sin, for the $2 super chat. We are going to be playing with their brand new 5700G APU today. It should be super fun. And go from there. Hey, Blondie, just so you know, I did send you a message in Discord. I just need you to check that real quick before we go from there. Just making sure we're all lined up. But anyway, guys, today is going to be a lot of fun because, yeah, shout out to AMD, who is actually, if you are here watching on AMD's channel as well, welcome. For those of you who don't know, my name is Justin Robey. I'm the host of Robeytech. You may have seen me on YouTube. I do a lot of building over here on Twitch. My show is usually every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday starting at 5:30 p.m. And then we're also have stuff on Saturdays and stuff like that as well. So it should be super fun. People are asking, what is an APU? And that is a great question. So APU, for those of you who don't know and may not know a little bit about an APU, but an APU in the case of specifically for AMD is that means that the CPU also includes a graphics card in it. And so in this case, because I saw questions early on as chat was starting, people were like, well, I don't understand. How can a CPU only handle gaming? Well, in this case, it actually has a discrete graphics card. In this case, it's powered by Radeon graphics built in, which means you get all of the stuff like FSR and everything else. We'll talk a little bit more about that here later on here in a minute. But I think the one thing that we always like to kick off at the beginning is just letting people know what the deal is with giveaways today. And so I just need to get an acknowledgement from Blondie. We'll talk about that here real quick. Blondie, if you can check Discord. First and foremost, guys, we have a couple of giveaways that are going to happen just because of just how awesome our community is. The first giveaway is basically going to be if we get 2 level 5 hype trains, if the level 5 hype train is happening right now, then we'll give away 2 500 gig NVMe SSDs. So we'll be giving 2 of those away. The second one is if we get 600 likes on the YouTube stream over at youtube.com/Robeytech, we'll also be giving away a 500 gig NVMe SSD as well. And then lastly, we have a stream-only giveaway. Subscriber-only giveaways that are happening for Twitch. You can go vote. We're either giving away a full PC or we're going to give away a pair of GPUs. For us to give those things, go over to discord.gg/Robeytech. Go and put your vote in if you want to basically figure out which one you want to do. Now, if you want to get in on that, all you got to do if you're over at any of the other channels minus twitch.tv/Robeytech is pop on over here, drop your free Amazon Prime subscription, and then you will be entered to win one of those prizes. And then if you want to get extra entries, you can do like what Kristen McHale just did and basically drop gifted subs that get you extra entries, or subscribing to tier 2 or tier 3 that also gets you extra entries. The last one that I want to talk about, and is basically the giveaway down below. You'll see a $50 Newegg gift card. Basically, if we get 50 subs, we give a $50 Newegg gift card. If we give 100 subs, it comes a $100 Newegg gift card. 150 subs comes a $150 Newegg gift card, and then it becomes 5600X and a 5800X, given this is an AMD themed thing. Now, AMD isn't giving us any of this stuff for this. This is us still doing our regular giveaways because we want to make sure that for those of you, the avid viewers, there's still all of the awesome that happens with Robeytech with the giveaways and stuff, and you guys still get to see cool tech, cool brand new tech like what we're showing here or what we're showing here today. So that's all the stuff. That's all the giveaways. Right now, we're trying to get that level 5 hype train. We're almost there. Fuji, thank you very much for the resub and welcome tier 1. 14 months. Squishy Joseph also dropping it right there. 9 months. That's awesome as well. And so thank you very much for all that stuff. Okay, so there we go. So yeah, and then right now you can see Blondie. She's popping up right now. She's putting she's putting up the stuff right now for like what the tiers are for the giveaways as we go and drive towards those at the end. Nice shirt. Hey, yeah, I know you like this. This is the Robeytech stuff. I mean, I'm learning a lot about basically doing stuff with brands, and so you just want to be super. You're like, hey, it's like, hey, welcome. Many people may not know about the show, so this is always fun for there. Hey, you guys are also awesome. Edmundo, thank you for the 5 gifted subs as well. There we are, 26, already on our way towards that stuff already. Thank you very much, Blondie. I'm glad. I know that you guys, I don't know if you've checked at robeytechdeals.com, but the merch stuff is starting to show up on there. It's getting close. You guys are gonna be able to get your own ones here pretty soon. And people are excited. How has your week been? I mean, what do you guys know? I'd love to just have the discussion right now. How many of you guys have looked into the release of the brand new processors, the 5600G and the 5700G that just came out from AMD? Has anybody taken a look at this and seen what's going on and what the plan is and what's happening? Anybody? I'm curious if you guys have seen it, because a lot of people are like, nope. It is all good. Well, today we had 2 new entries to the AMD family. And so we had 2 new entries, the 5600G and the 5700G, which are called APUs. And I was talking about this a little bit later. Now, I think a lot of people are used to, and maybe not, is we've done a ton of AMD builds here on the show. But every time we went in there, I'll always make a comment like on the back of the motherboard, there'll be like a display port, an HDMI port, and I'm like, hey, if you have an AMD APU, then you can use these because the motherboard itself actually does have a video out. But most AMD CPUs, whether that's a 5600X or any one of those ranges of CPUs, don't actually have a discrete graphics card built into their CPU. And I think a lot of people who have used things from Intel are used to that. So AMD actually separates them out and they make these new ones. And the thing that's so great about these is that with their new Radeon, including their new Radeon stuff, you get all of the things like you would get with a 6600 XT or a 6700 XT or 6800 XT. Now, they aren't as powerful as those, but they're great for 1080p gaming. And so when I had the opportunity for AMD to reach out to me and say, hey, Robey, we'd love to have you do a build around using an APU, I was like, well, what I want to do is I want to basically build a portable gaming system, because we have the Steam Deck, the Valve Steam Deck that just came out. It's built on a custom AMD APU. And so I was like, hey, what if I built a system? Because really what I'd like to do, here's our journey. Here's the journey we're gonna do with these AMD APUs so you guys can kind of get an idea of what we're gonna do. And the APUs are still available on Newegg. They have not sold out. These are a lot of people have asked, well, should I get a 5700G or 5700X? And 5800G or 5800X. And I'll talk a little bit about that. Sorry, I've been saying the whole name wrong the whole time. The 5800G or the 5800X. And the reason I want to, 5700G, I did have it right. Or a 5800X, which one should I get? And we'll talk a little bit about that here in just a few minutes. First and foremost, what I want to do is I would like to build, I want to build a Pelican case. A Pelican case where I can have a system and I can have all of the things that you need for streaming, and you have a completely portable game stream system. So think of it as I can basically put all of this stuff in. It's in the size of a small carry-on suitcase, and I have everything that I need to basically go on the road and stream remotely, right? And I know a lot of streamers, this is something that they have looked at, or the opportunity to basically say, hey, I'm gonna go away for a weekend, or I'm gonna go wherever it was. I just want something light I can throw in my bag, and I know I've got a gaming PC available. And so you don't have something you may not have the money for a Steam, maybe a Steam Deck or whatever it was. And even the one that we're building today is a little bit up there in terms of price. But a lot of times, you can get these down. We're just spending, some money on other things, but you can get these down to $500-600 and have something that could realistically be a portable gaming system. And so that today is kind of the proof of concept. I am beginning this journey that you guys will be able to watch, starting here on stream. Then from here, once we get it built, we'll then go take it off and test it, and then show how realistic it is to do all of the things that I'm talking about. Now, guys, we have 50 seconds left, and we have not hit level 5. So if we're gonna unlock that first giveaway, we need somebody to come in clutch, because we may not do this. So we got 40 seconds, and we may not do the first giveaway. We've never died. I started to jump into my thing already, and we already are doing that. So is somebody gonna be able to come in clutch and unlock that giveaway for folks who are watching right now? 20 seconds left, guys, going from there. Why is that going from, can we do it? Let's see what we can do. 20 seconds We got, ooh, Shoes Moose, Squishy Joseph. Look at you guys right there. Boom. Unlocked. Those guys are heroes right there. Those guys are heroes. Those guys are heroes right there. So there goes. And then Kristen McHale coming in as well. Rock, you guys rock. Appreciate you. And thanks for unlocking those gifts for the community. So coming in clutch at the end. High Country doing it right there, and there it takes it already to the $50 Newegg gift card. You guys are ballers. Appreciate it. So anyway, so now I can go back to this. Like that's what I want to do. I want to prove this. And then the other thing too is the second part of this is then taking this once we test it and see how well it does, making it the least expensive, like portable PC, like something like, do I put it like in a Dan A4 or do whatever? But I want to see what the thermals and stuff are like in a case really built for it to then design something that you might be able to spend $400 or $500 on and have like a 1080p gaming system. Because the thing that's great, and you know, just kind of going through here, the thing that's great about the 5700G and even the 5600G is that with this now you have FSR, which is, you know, they're now pushing, and we've had a lot of conversations about FSR, and FSR is like, for those who don't know, is a comparative to what we see with DLSS. It's a technology that allows ray tracing to run at a lower cost, so you're not running natively, which means it run on a normal PC and it doesn't hit frame rate near as much. This one also has, the other thing that's great about the AMD FSR is that it's also open source, which means anybody can use it. And now we have gamers, we have game companies who are starting to adopt it. The other thing too that's great about this is you can also stream and game because of how powerful the CPU is. So I can actually game and stream using the same thing, and all I would need is basically a motherboard, a power supply, an APU, and basically some RAM and some storage, and then a good cooling solution. So everything I've done is trying to make it as compact as absolutely possible. So that is the plan, guys, and I'm here to bring you on the journey with me as we kick this off. But I wanted to, before we get into that, you know, I wanted to kind of give you guys a chance to kind of talk about it, because again, this is new. I think a lot of people are so used to us doing this with other, like with Intel or whatever it was, but this time we're doing it with AMD, and this is like, we're using tech that hasn't been available when we're talking about with integrated graphics, which is the thing that becomes super cool. So, great CPU, I'd wait for the next gen at least. Okay, so it's not that I might as well wait for AM5. I'm trying to see if people are asking questions as we basically go through this. But again, we'll walk through the parts in just a few minutes and go from there. Water-cooled, can't wait to start talking about doing something even better than the beast of a build. Oh yeah, and you could do from there. Portable, yes, portable. Yes, we could basically do portable, a 14, now it's $1,400. So Phantom Marine's asking, he's like, hey, it's a $1,400 PC. Yes, this is a proof of concept, but I think I can get this way down. And I'd like to see how I can go, but I wanted to start with something that we can basically do all of our testing in a way versus like just building something that was set to fail and going from there. So I'm glad Phantom Marine's saying, hey, these are essentially my favorite builds. And for those of you who don't know, you probably are saying like, what chat is he reading? I am streaming to AMD, I'm streaming to Newegg, I'm streaming to my Twitch, I'm streaming to my YouTube, and I'm streaming to Facebook as well. So I have a lot of chats and I can read them all here. I cannot see AMD chat, unfortunately, but I can see all of the other ones. So if you guys are sitting there saying, who is he talking to? That's who I'm talking to, is twitch.tv/Robeytech, twitch.tv/Newegg, youtube.com/Robeytech, and facebook.com/Robeytech, which is where if you wanted to get in on either the giveaways or talk to me about the questions that you might have, those are the places you may want to pop. If you're over at AMD and you're just checking it out, hey, welcome, that's awesome. So yeah, and again, the other thing too that it's nice about the build that we're going to do today is we have a lot of options for modularity, which should be cool as well. Which I think will be what'll go from here. So, hey, what's up? How are you doing? Hi, Reddit. And go for there. Only fans. Yeah, we're only using, yes, and that's the thing. We'll walk through the parts here in just a second. But you could do water cooling in this case for sure. Yeah, so I think, yeah, Paul did one. Yeah, Paul just did one for 700. I think. Do I think I can go lower? Maybe. I mean, again, it comes down to the price. Obviously, the price for the APU I have right now is $359 over on Newegg as of now. But again, you could do a 5600G. We'll see. But I want to see how low I can go because, you know, how often have we been in here and people have asked, well, Robey, I need the best PC for like $300-400. And, you know, getting a discrete GPU now for $200. But no, you know, let's see what kind of power we can get out of this. And go from there, which I think would be cool. Yeah, I think 700 is a good price to start. Like, can we go lower? I don't know. 700 seems like a good price to start at for Red. From there. Yeah, challenge thrown down according to Blondie. Let's see what we can do. We're gonna use the scientific method. That's what we're gonna do from here. And honestly, like, here's the deal. Like, it's a little bit different when you do it as a stream versus when you do it as, you know, for YouTube, because the YouTube, you just see the 10 minutes of everything we've edited together. But in this case, like, you guys are watching it live, and I didn't want to have something where it's like, oh, and yeah, this, you know, it doesn't work or whatever it was. So again, we're gonna go from there. Yeah, the retail prices for the APUs are really nice for sure, in terms of where they are. There are some, so hey, Dan the man is asking, he's like, hey, pre-builds for $1,400 to $1,500. You should go check out our Robeytech deal. Like, he finds stuff, Robeytech deals, he finds stuff for that all the time if you're looking for something, but you can always buy parts for better and cheaper, better parts for cheaper in a lot of cases. So, and go from there. Yeah, we're gonna be doing in the Meshilicious case. Okay, so who's ready to talk about parts? I guess it feels like you guys are kind of on board. Everybody's ready to get started, but who's ready to actually start? Like, and Tom is a bot. Stop lying, Tom. I programmed you to lie. Just telling you, man. He really is a bot, guys. You got nothing to worry about if you really are curious. I'm glad you're getting a PC soon. Okay, people are ready. People are ready. People are excited to see this build. I think you should be. Well, okay, let's start talking about the parts. Well, obviously, at the heart of this is the Ryzen 7 5700G. It's an 8-core, 3.8 gigahertz AM4 APU in this case. The thing that's super awesome, again, this one, unlike what you have if you're joining me for the first time, there's 475 people here right now. This one actually has a built-in graphics built into it. So the only thing, you will see no GPU put into this build. This is GPU and CPU together. Everything is it's basically in this one little box that is included here. And right now it's on sale right now for $359.99 on Newegg. Now for our motherboard, and we're going to be throwing this in. I wanted to be minimalistic in terms of the RGB. So I'm thinking, like, I didn't want like a lot of lights, and if you're going to play in the dark or whatever, you're traveling. So I tried to do minimalistic RGB. I know people are like, sacrilege, Robey, what are you doing? But in this case, yes, I actually didn't want to do it. I did have a reason behind it, which is like trying to make something that A, is quiet, and then the second thing is also not going to be obtrusive as a travel portable PC. So we're using the ASUS ROG Strix B550i gaming. This is the AM4. It's got BIOS flashback. It is already Ryzen 5000 ready, but should for some reason we need to do a BIOS update or whatever it was, we're basically good to go there because this has BIOS flashback and it's tiny. That was the other thing too. This is all going to be a small form factor. For our RAM, and you guys, I think we're in for some other good clicks today, by the way, guys. I think we're in for some other good clicks today. We got the Crucial Ballistic 3600 megahertz DDR4. Again, really good for Infinity Fabric at 3600 megahertz. It's CL16, so that means it has a really good cast latency, so it's going to have really good frequency. I mean, low latency RAM. And again, it will look nice and sweet and clean with everything else going into our build. For our storage, I wanted to make sure that we had a lot of room for both gaming and anything else that you might do on the road. So you've got the two Crucial P5 1 terabyte NVMe SSDs. So these are basically, again, just to, like, again, rounding out the storage stuff. We got room for two NVMe storage things on the motherboard, and so we're good to go there. So for our cooler, now we just got finished, and I think this is I am super excited to see how well this does cooling the 5700G. We're using the Noctua NHL9A AM4. Main reason for this is we just tested this. We did it on a 5600X build. This thing did incredible. And given the case that we're using, which is the Meshilicious, which you guys have been asking me to do, this case, specifically this build, I'm excited to see what this is capable of cooling. Now, we are going to later at a later date see if we can we may throw in, I have a plan to throw in like an NZXT Z53 when we get to like stage 2 or stage 3 of this build later on. But I wanted to start with this. Again, quiet, not a lot of noise, and again, when I'm thinking about portability, so that's why I actually chose the RAM right there. It's 32 gigs. Yeah, it's a 32 gig kick, so people were asking that right now. We got two 1 terabyte NVMe So that's what we have right there. Yeah, it's an excellent cooler. I absolutely agree. And so the and yeah, Brent Temp is telling you that yes, you could typically if you wanted to disable it. But I will tell you something else. A lot of people are asking, so somebody did ask, we'll take a quick segue right here. Somebody's like, well, should I get a 5700G or should I get like a 5600X or a 5800X? The one thing that's really great about integrated graphics also on APUs and when you put them into like a full build is a lot of applications like Adobe Premiere, video editing, 3D rendering will also take advantage of the integrated graphics built in, which can do things like speeding up renders, etc. So one thing is like if you are a productivity person, specifically on the 3D rendering or video editing side, having an APU over a CPU, just plain CPU, especially in the AMD case, actually can be beneficial. So, somebody'd ask, well, which one should I get? Honestly, I think that's the use case if you're going to pair it with a discrete GPU like a 6700 XT or 6800 XT. That's where you might do something like that. So if that makes sense. Hey, see you later, Vortex. Thanks for popping in. So, but anyway, hopefully that answers your question. I know I saw that come up a little time. Yes, Rad David. Yes, it would actually add again if you add it. It won't in games. It doesn't, but in specifically in productivity applications, it will. So we'll see you later. No one's chatting, Keck. What? Oh, it depends on where you're staying right now. If you're over at Newegg, that's where you may only have a few people. Most people are over at twitch.tv/Robeytech. I can see all of the chat. So I'll see Newegg chat, Twitch chat, AMD. I can't see AMD chat. I can see YouTube chat and all those stuff. So I see them all at the same time. So I can see them all already. Snake Rivers, I'm also at so if you guys want to, you can move to any one of those, but I can see all the chats. Twitch game is the cool kids, according to Scooty. Going for there. Oh, people are just asking things from there. Hey, thank you very much. Anyway, guys, thanks again for all this. Oh, I need to update the giveaway stuff. Let me do that real quick. Boom, 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 boom. We're gonna update the giveaway stuff real quick. So we're on our way to a $100 Newegg gift card, by the way. We're at 55. Oh, we need 100. 08. There we go. Next one's up. I can't keep up with one chat. I can see them all. It's nice. Like I said, you guys, so for right now, just to give you guys some numbers, for right now, over at YouTube, we have 267 people over at twitch.tv/Robeytech. We have 239 over at youtube.com/Robeytech. We have 39 over at twitch.tv/Newegg, and we got two people hanging out with the Facebook faithful over at facebook.com/Robeytech right now. So that's what's going on there. I feel dumb. I don't feel dumb. Oh, hey, Mage of Feather, Mage of Ether, they just got finished talking about this, didn't they? About this very subject. They were talking about the 5700G, so which is good. So going from there as well. Okay, so anyway, that is why we're going to cheer it and make it nice and quiet. Now for cooling, just to add to that, because this will support two 140 millimeter fans, I think you're going to see some more love here. We're going to be using these industrial NF-A14s fans. So we got two of them right here. They're not staying, so we'll put it off to the side there. But we're going to be using two of those. These are going to be, again, very air-cooled build, just trying to make it sure it's nice and quiet. So we're going to be using Noctua, which are very quiet, and going from there. So there is our cooling. And then finally, for our power supply, given that even though this build could actually fit a full ATX power supply, we're actually going to be using the Corsair SF 600 watt PSU. I think is this their platinum rated one? I don't remember. This is their 80 plus platinum small form factor. And then the last but not least, and again, this is the thing I was happy about because it's easy, it's light, it's portable, is the SS, the Sunny Side Up. That's actually the name of the company, the Sunny Side Up Meshilicious, which is we're using the all mesh version of this case. I can see you right now. Hi guys, hi, how are you doing? That's what we're going to be basically doing right here. So we're going to be using that as well. Hi PC guy, how are you, man? No AIAIO, no, we're doing all air cooled today. So and not a lot of RGB either. It's what are we doing? What are we doing? Jeremy goes like, Meshilicious. Yeah, it's small. The GPU, Squirtle, is the CPU. It's an APU, Squirtle. This right here has them both. So where the GPU is actually built into the CPU. So we're gonna be doing things like, just need 6 things to build this. Yeah, you don't need a ton in all honesty. Yeah. It wasn't yet. Oh, yeah, that's right, because we did an air-cooled one yesterday. Scott Maxfield, it's like we're on a trend. How much airflow does it have? Yes. I like that one as well. So, yeah, we're actually gonna find that out, Don John Wick. We're gonna do all that testing, post this, so you guys can pay attention. We'll have it up on the YouTube. I'll have a follow-up video to this up on YouTube. We're not gonna be doing any of that stuff on here today, because we're gonna test it. Yes, Seal Yuri, we have a 5700G, and we're building with it today. Are we gonna do dad jokes today? Of course. Why would we not? That'd be terrible. So that would be not good. No fighting. No fight. Stop fighting. That's okay. You guys are. Everybody's lucky. Boasty, okay, so Boasty McBoatface is asking, I like that name, by the way. He's asking, where's the parts list? So there's a couple options. You can actually look, if you're over at YouTube, the link is down below in YouTube with all the descriptions. If you're on Twitch, you'll actually have stuff come up like what you're doing with Blondie, or you can click on the full link with the bot. We'll say it every 5 minutes. Or you can go to robeytechdeals.com and click on the build. There's actually a link there, and it shows all the parts and the best place to basically pick them up if you're interested in this. This build is about $1,400. But again, like I said, I'm building something that's more that's really good at streaming and gaming, not just gaming. But it is a portable gaming system, but I have an ulterior motive. And so you guys will see more about that as we continue this series here in a little bit. It is oddly skinny, Vivolts. It's on. Actually, the case has been on Atkins. So, and yeah, that's okay, right? That's going to be him. So BlackRock Wednesday was asking if external SSDs are worth it for gaming. That depends. I would definitely go internal NVMe over external SSDs if you can, just because the speed is a whole lot faster. With PCIe Gen 4 now, what we're doing with the AMD. APU and stuff like that. I mean, you can get up to 7,500 megabits per second. You know what I mean? So that I would definitely recommend doing it. And the cost has come way down. So, yeah. So a couple people, Clueless Klutz and stuff like that, are saying what it is. We're gonna, guys, don't worry. Remember, hey, we've done all of the reviews. You guys will just wait till next week. We will tell you exactly. We will do the testing ourselves. We don't trust anybody because we think it's no, I'm just kidding. It's actually not a conspiracy. We just want to make sure that we know ahead of time of how well it actually goes. And again, some of this might be us figuring out what we can basically push. So, yeah. So, yeah, and then, like I said, people are basically going to, we will give you the numbers, so you guys will see how it runs in Fortnite, Call of Duty, all that stuff as well. Anyway, guys, I think, let's do a couple dad jokes. But just to give you some updates, if you guys wanted the RAM, it's $187.99 over at Newegg right now. $119.99 for the 2 NVMe SSDs. You can actually get the cooler. This cooler, which is crazy, it's only $44.95 over on. It's only $44.95 over on Newegg, which I think is crazy for this cooler. And then, of course, the fans are $30 a piece. And then the case is $179.99 for the PCIe Gen 4. Yes, that is something that is actually pretty cool about the Meshilicious case, is that it has PCIe Gen 4, or you can get the PCIe Gen 3 riser version for $119, but then you'll have to disable PCIe Gen 4 in your BIOS. And you get the PSU for $139.99 over at Newegg. So hold on real quick, guys. My wife is she keeps trying to call me. 1 second. Okay, there we go. Okay, so let's get this I mean, there's not a lot. There's a lot of room because of how tiny the build's gonna be, guys. But yeah, it should be super rad. Let's get dad jokes because I think people are looking for dad jokes. Let me get some dad jokes up. I didn't see a bunch of new ones today, but if you guys want to add dad jokes to what we're going to do, head over to discord.gg/Robeytech. Add a dad joke in the Discord because we have a dad joke section if you want to basically add dad jokes from there. But I only saw like one new one from yesterday, so I'm gonna find some now. Let's see what we got here for top dad jokes right here. Okay. Okay. My wife said that I should do lunges to stay in shape. That would be a big step forward, just so you know. Okay. Singing in the shower is fun until you get soap in your mouth. Then it's a soap opera. Okay, what do you call a fish wearing a bow tie? What do you call a fish wearing a bow tie? Sophisticated. Sophisticated. Oh man. Okay. Okay, and let me see what do you call a factory? Okay. What do you call, here's the last one. Yeah, here we go. What do you call a factory that makes okay products? What do you call a factory that makes okay products? A satisfactory. Oh my gosh. Hold on guys, 1 second. This must be important. Hey Brenda, sorry I'm streaming. What is this super important?
Oh, it's Thursday. I didn't know you were streaming.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, okay, never mind. Bye.
Bye. Those are great. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know they're amazing. Okay, so anyway, those are the jokes. We'll do some more a little bit halfway through when we get to about the halfway point from there. But there's your entertaining jokes from there. Thank you, Haybook. I take a lot of pride in it. Tom, man, I'm already married, man, so I can't. I apologize. I do apologize. Okay, let's get parts out of the way and let's go ahead and start building right now. And then, guys, again, I did not get in trouble. Stop. I did not get in trouble. The jokes were great. Man, look at this. This case is just so small. So small. Now, don't forget, we got to do our Robeytech calisthenics today. So we're doing Meshilicious deadlifts. Like, you know, Meshilicious deadlifts. And then we've also got the Meshilicious curls. There we go. Oh, man. Yeah, one dad joke too many. Oh, well, that's good to know, J-Dog. I did not know that. But again, PCIe, again, if you wanted to, you're actually good to go. We can switch out the, well, we don't even need to use the actual, the riser cable for this, because there's no GPU anyway. Okay, let's get this over here. Ugh. Okay. No, it's not. No, actually, that's wrong, dude. Okay, here we go. Let's pop the this PC this PC. Again, Alex is saying, hey, this PC is $1,400. Again, what we're doing right here is we're basically creating something that is a streaming gaming, basically you could build a portable thing that had more than enough storage and stuff like that. I think we can get this a lot less, but we can go from there. I'm not selling it. I didn't say I was selling the PC. Okay, let's go to top down here and let's pull in our motherboard already. Yeah, the Meshilicious will fit a really big GPU. Yes, they did, Scooty. All the parts changed. That's a weird. Hey, you win the most I don't know what's the word I'm looking for. You noticed. You win the I Noticed award. It may be Squirtle. I can make it last forever. Naruto gaming, yes. A lot of times, especially because it just doesn't seem to work very well. When motherboards are set, like when you use it to auto, it's better to just set it discreetly, especially if you're doing a vertical mounted GPU. Okay, I'm gonna see, there's our, hey look, they gave us a, yeah, it is what it is. Okay, let's see, do we need, okay, there's our standoffs. Just making sure we have all our screw stuff on this. I don't know if I'll need that. I'm gonna grab these just in case. I don't need anything else out of here. This is all it is. All right, there it is. So Friskamar, yes, we will be testing games on this. It'll come in a later video. Again, today is just about getting the build done. We'll be testing Fortnite, Call of Duty. We'll test Dirt, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, Borderlands 3. We'll also test Apex Legends. So Friskamar, yeah. I didn't notice because of the didn't notice what? Oh, Pillsbury, come on, those jokes were amazing. I don't know what you're talking about. They were incredibly awesome. I don't know why you're saying any differently. Do you ever show doing a clean boot on your builds and how to configure them? Fromaster, honestly, sometimes we haven't done it in a while. A couple reasons being is that honestly, installing Windows is a little bit like watching paint dry, but we do have an incredible video actually up on YouTube that you can check it out. So going from there. So can you double check parts and list links on YouTube? I can real quick. Yeah, sure. I'm looking right now. I will make sure. 1 second. AMD 5700G Noctua. Yes. Yeah, everything looks right. Are you just asking the links? These are the links that I had. I'm just seeing if there's something wrong. We might have to update them post-stream. I won't be able to update them. That's right. The first one's right. Checking the second one. Yep, the second one is right. There might be a different color, but the links to what they are correct so far that I've tested. Oh no, that's not. Okay. So it looks like one thing is wrong. Yeah, the motherboard is wrong, so we'll get that fixed real quick. Hold on 1 sec. I'm fixing the motherboard real quick. Hold on 1 sec. That way it's right. And you can you can always go to, you guys can also always go to the Robeytech deals, because all of the links are correct there, because he built all that stuff. Okay, let me update that one though, for the GPU. Okay, the GPU should be the motherboard should be fixed now. Let me just verify. Yep, motherboard's fixed. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, I'm checking the case. Just making sure all the links are right, guys. Yep, that's right. I think the only one that was wrong was the motherboard. Oh, dang it, the RAM was wrong too. Okay, fixing the RAM. I don't know what happened there. That's weird. Okay, RAM is now fixed. Okay, everything else looks good. Oh man, come on. There we go. Okay, yeah, everything else looks like it's right. Cool. Okay, yeah, everything else looks right now. Sorry about that, guys. Fixed. Okay, here we go. Let's get our stuff built in and get it done. Here we go. We get that new APU install smell. There it is right there. Yeah, it's the Dodge Ram. Too big of a motherboard for my taste? What are you talking? Look at the size. What size motherboard are you looking for? Look at that. This is the oh man. There it is right there. That is very small right there. Going right there if you really wanted to know. It's the size of your hand. Yeah, it's like you're like, "Oh, it's too small." Okay, here we go. And there it is, guys, the Ryzen 7. There it is, the 5700G. You got it's you have to like look at that. I like using new tech on the show, so we get an opportunity to basically do this. It doesn't look a whole lot different, but it does actually it still says Ryzen 7 5000 series, so nothing unique there either in terms of the new sticker. I know people care about their stickers, so there you go. Gavin Swick, great joke. Oh, thank you, Gardy. I appreciate it, man. Okay, here it is, grabbing it on the side. Again, there's a little arrow. Wow, this arrow is much bigger than on the other processor. So he has a really big gold arrow. Lines up with the one on the other side right there. Just stick it in. Obviously, wiggle it a little bit, make sure it's good, and there we go. Our brand new APU is actually installed. So, and I'm actually pretty excited about this. Yeah, the color blends in a little bit like that. It's what are you talking about? What's the big? What are you talking about? The joke? What's the? I don't know. I guess I don't know what the joke is. Okay, guys, the big moment is here. You guys ready? We're gonna pause the music because it is time. Oh yeah, you think that's what it is, guys? It is time to test the clicks. You guys ready? You guys ready to test the clicks? Here we go. Testing the clicks. Okay, here we go. Going right here. Okay, we're gonna pause it. Go to top down. Everything's ready. We're gonna grab our RAM. Evan, we don't do a ton, but this one is a special edition new one because we're doing something specifically in partnership with AMD on this case, and we wanted to make a portable build given it's an APU build. So yeah, the clicks. Here it is, guys. How long? Oh, I feel dirty from last night. Oh yeah. Here we go, guys. How loud will the RAM clicks be? This is a very exciting moment for so many people, and we're gonna make sure it's awesome, and we're gonna make sure it's great. Yeah. The better it is, the better. After yesterday, people are like already kind of discounting how good the clicks potentially could be. But here we go. Okay, here we go. Here it is. First one. This is not a rebroadcast, Spoolaro. This is a new build. This is live testing the new AMD, building a build with the new Ryzen 750-700G APU. Okay, here we go. We ready? Here we go. Oh, that was pretty weak. That was pretty weak. That was pretty weak. That was not, it was not good. That was like a 6, 3 out of 10. Okay, maybe the next one. Here we go. Man, yes, I really thought this one would be good. That one, no, I still can't be. After yesterday's were so good. Okay, well, I'm sad. I'm sad. Sad, guys. It's Robey sadnesses right now because, like, I really honestly thought that would have been better. Oh, I'm 6 out of 10. Yeah. Yesterday's were 9. Like, yesterday's, like, I had to go home and do laundry. But reset them and do them again. Yeah, it was not as good. It was not as good for sure. So, on it. Hey, can we get some F's in the chat for just terrible RAM clicks? I think we're gonna definitely need some F's in the chat for that, for sure. Yeah, there we go. Getting some F's in there. Super happy to have you guys here. For those of you who don't know, this stream is a sponsor stream with AMD. We're building a excuse me, portable gaming rig that is the beginning of a journey. It's a build I've wanted to do for a really long time, and this APU is the beginning of that, is trying to build something. And, you know, honestly, ever since the Valve Steam Deck, this has been something I've wanted to basically try. So that is what we're going to do. I have intentionally, I want to be super clear. Outside of reading the brief, guys, I have intentionally avoided everything else about reading this thing because I want to test it for myself. And so I've chosen the games that I've chosen to go give it a go and go from there. So you guys will be along for the journey. You may have cheated and gone and looked at other people, cheated on me as a content creator and gone and seen other people. But guys, we'll be doing our own testing and stuff like that as well. Okay, so what we're doing right now is the complicated stuff on this particular build of basically, I hope that cooler is going to fit. We're going to putting in our M.2s because this one's we're going to stack them as well. Thank you, Big Joe. Appreciate it. you know what, DPT, I don't think that would be a good use case for this. Like, VR is pretty demanding. We can try it, but I don't think that's really going to be something you'd probably want to do with this. Okay, so now, here's the interesting thing. I know I've got to lift this up and put another one on the, oh, never mind. It just goes on the other side. Nope, there isn't one on the, can this do 3? Nope, it cannot. Okay, cool. Never mind, we're just gonna put there easy. Okay, so let's grab our 2 M.2s here. Okay, first one, already open. Oh, thank you, Guardy. I appreciate it, man. That's crazy, Praying I'm Good. I love it. Thank you very much for the long-term support, man. 7 months. That's crazy. I love my community. You guys are all amazing. Seriously. I'm so lucky to have you guys here, and I really appreciate that you guys come in every time. The auto replies, the only person who should be auto replying to you, Randy, is Tom, this guy Tom, who's our resident AI bot. So you guys feel free to DM and ask him questions. You know, we've been testing and working with AI for a while, so if you want to reach out to him and ask him, like we've been teaching him, like we're trying to make him feel more human. So yeah, going from there. So yeah, we're going from there. Oh, poor Tom. Poor Tom. Okay, so what we're doing right now is we're just installing our M.2s here to go through this for our gaming rig. Everybody's like, hi, Tom. Hello, Tom. Oh, my gosh. He's like our version of Alexa. Play, I don't know. I messed that up. That could have been good, but I really just didn't do a good job there. Yeah, he does respond. Yeah. Muted. Alexa, play Who Let the Dogs Out. He's like that. This is what he's like. Oh, man. Okay, I think... Oh, yeah, this has already had it in there. So I'm going to take this back out, put it in a different bag. I've already put an M.2 in this before. This is being streamed on twitch.tv/Newegg, youtube.com/Robeytech, and twitch.tv/Robeytech. Okay, there you go. Icy Sniper, thank you, buddy. I try to be a wise guy. Yes, Louis Ian is asking, could I use the NZXT H1 and use, yes, that would be a great, you could totally use this APU in there with an NZXT H1. I mean, I think like all in all, like I'd like to try and see like the Dan A4 SFX. They're like some really small, like just uber tiny that you could just travel with, but I want to see what the thermal capacity and stuff like that is right now. They fixed it, just so you know, whatever, 5002. That's not an issue anymore. Tom has jokes. We've been training him well. Okay, here we go. We got our M.2 ready to go here. We're just going to pop that on here now. I'm excited about this. I really, honestly, genuinely am. Because we're going to be traveling this and testing this on the road. I head to California in 2 weeks, and this is coming with me. I want to build, like I said, I'm building a Pelican case that is literally a portable streaming studio, all inside of a Pelican case. And not a big Pelican case, mind you. And so I'm hoping and expecting that this should make that possible. And we'll be doing a modified version of this build to do the Meshilicious full review as well, like still with the APU, but we'll also be putting a GPU in it and all that sort of stuff to make it like a great video editing rig. And what that does, you know what I mean? Tom loves toes. Oh, everybody's like, Tom's getting a lot of love today. Okay, guys, 57 of 100. If we want to get that 100 sub, that $100 Newegg gift card, don't forget to get in on that sub stuff. And don't forget, we are giving away either a couple GPUs or we're giving away a PC. Make sure you vote at discord.gg/Robeytech. And then if you want to get in on that giveaway, you got to be sub to twitch.tv/Robeytech. to get in on that. Now I am going to have to take that off again later to put our HD audio cable in, but for now I just don't want to lose a screw, so I'm just going to re-put this in. Okay, now let's grab our other part here. So we're going to grab this one. Goes right here. The good thing about not having to put in a GPU in this case is that I have lots of, like, we should have lots of cooling for all of our stuff here. In shadow, it's on the list, yeah, for sure. Once the GPU shortage kind of ends, this is technically this is pretty close to a $1,500 build though. Okay, let's grab this. But if you want to get in on those, again, all you got to do is you can do gifted subs. You can those get you extra entries. There's a bunch of different ways to get extra entries on that as well. And we'll, like I said, we're going to show you how all this performs. So Chris Brisson, I don't think that's true. I'm pretty sure. You know what? I got to look because it's a 5000 series GPU. Oh, yeah, no, it doesn't. You're right. It does not have, yeah, no Gen 4 on this. So I'm assuming the next, maybe it'll probably be with an AM5 version, potentially. But no, it does actually have, it does not have Gen 4. Which, I mean, that doesn't do anything, like, the only thing that you would have is, like, again, what you're lacking there in this case, and it's not necessarily a bad thing, is, like, a 3090 or, you know, something like that, or, like, a high-end, like, a 6900 XT or something like that might actually be a potential issue, but for most people, it's not going to be a big deal. So I'm guessing probably next year. Ooh, yeah, M.2 on the back. That's right. I am. It is me. Yeah. It should be fine, though, in this case. And because we have no GPU, like, here's the deal, guys. Is like, if you look at this, we'll have no GPU here. And so we won't actually have to worry about that because there won't be anything blocking it. So it'll get lots of air. As well, so that should actually be fine. And again, it's a Gen 3 M.2, so that shouldn't be a problem either. Okay, I want this in the motherboard box. This M.2's read-write speed is, I don't actually know off the top of my head. Can one of my tech specialists get the M.2 read-write speed on this? 34. There you go, right there. There it is. That's why we have a bot. So PC guys, some of them do. It just depends on the motherboard. I know that I have seen versions of this board that do have it. This one does not. Because we're building Crygon, we're building with an APU in this case. That's why we're doing it. You know what? Does this? Maybe this does 3. I don't think it does 3 on this one though. Yeah, like looking underneath. This one does not do, because there's no place to mount an M.2 under there. So this is the 2 are not stacked. Okay. Next up, let's get our cooler on. Cooler time. Yeah, the CPU actually has graphics on it. There we go. I love, what bots do you love, Beals? So capability of the chip, yes. And again, some of the things that like we're talking about is basically ability to game and stream at the same time. It's really focused at 1080p, which is the stuff that we're going to basically be using it for. You should be able to game and stream on it. How well? We're going to verify in a later video once we get finished with this. But yes. According to what we have, according to what we've seen and what AMD is claiming, yes, this should be a capable 1080p portable gaming system. And that's what has me excited. What's up, Biggin? So yeah, the Mobo does. See, yeah, if you check right here, you can actually see it's got both DisplayPort and it also has HDMI. So they, you know, oh, I took the thing out, which I'll have to take out anyway because I got to mount the Noctua. But yeah, it does actually have built-in. It does actually have built-in graphics support. Yeah. Yeah, Mage of Feather is right. For most, still the majority of people who play games play at 1080p. Hey, I am having a good time. Thank you for hanging out. Magical Michael, we believe so, but we're gonna find out. Can it run Crysis? Yes. How well? We don't know yet. Like I said, we're gonna do all the testing, and you guys will see afterwards. Right now, we're just building the PC, so this is just about building it and finding a use case that I was really excited about to test this out. Yeah, it does. It actually has 4 SATA, and it look, check this out. It's also got USB-C. Okay, so here we go. We got our cool little mini cooler here. Absolutely love this cooler, and this should do a good job. There's our back plate right there. Yeah, this looks like it's gonna fit. I hope it's gonna fit. Okay, it does. Okay. Super compact, guys. Super compact. Okay, we're gonna grab our really great thermal paste. Nothing against Noctua, but we're gonna do. We're actually going to use my favorite stuff. Okay, so let's put this out of the way. Okay, here we go. Put it there in the middle, just like that. There we got the room. Okay, here we go, guys. Starting to put it in here. We're gonna clear this out. Covering this bad boy all the way. PC guy. We want to Bob Ross it, right? We're like trying to give AMD the full Robeytech treatment with Bob Rossing the APU. That's right, Fer. We're building something that's essentially, we're trying to make it portable. Portable as in like you still need a screen and stuff, but really the hope is to have something that like we can, everything will fit in a Pelican case. So we're building small form factor, but because we don't need a GPU. And like I said, I think Paul did a version of this which is a little bit less expensive. Wow, I'm like doing a bad job of like getting, let's stay on the CPU here. No, this one, but though you're talking about the Steam Deck does use a custom AMD APU, like kind of like what we're using right here. I don't understand how, like PC guy, you said you get lazy, but do you do a ton of builds that you needed to get lazy for putting in thermal paste? Look at that cleanness. There we go. Okay. Yeah, haul at a hotel for a convention. Basically just something, I mean, what I wanted was something really light. Did like, you know, I've built stuff before that's like crazy heavy, and it's just like it ends up being a pain. But like my hope is, you know, somebody's asking, you know, people are asking, well, what do you really want to do? What I'd like to do is have a Pelican case that has like a camera, you know, a Stream Deck, you know, all that stuff all built in, and then we have like a PC that I can play games at 1080p and then stream in game at the same time, and it'd be crazy light. And so and quiet. So if like you were going to do it in, you know, if you were going to do it in your hotel room and your kids were sleeping or whatever it was, or like they were sleeping in the room next door, it wasn't going to be anything crazy loud or anything like that. So, and this will be like a little bit of a journey as we kind of figure this out together, but that is what I'm trying to do. Okay, I'm going to plug this into the CPU right here. There we go. Like that, and then from here, like the weird thing where we got it, this one you actually mount it upside down here. There we go. Oh, stay. Stay. Okay. Okay, mounting our, oh gosh. Of course it moved. There we go. Got that one started. There we go. Okay. Just getting it lightly loosened. Oh, let me put it up a little bit more. I was just trying to make sure I could see here. There we go. I'm using the thermal paste I'm using in this case is the Cremique from Arctic Silver. Okay, just getting this screwed on here. I didn't duck butt today. You know what? You're right. I completely forgot. What are you saying? Blondie, did I miss something? Is AMD in the chat? Yeah, Arctic Silver. There he is. There we go, right there. Okay, getting it tight. There it is, right there. I think you'd be fine, Gafar. Really? I know, I'm sorry. It's not chicken. I completely just ignored. Look at that. Making sure we have good contact. There's a little bit on the left, but no, it didn't hit it. Okay. I was just making sure it cleared, so no problem. Okay, so this is all plugged in and ready to go. Look at that. Isn't that nice? I mean, again, for the most part, like, from a compact standpoint, that is compact right there. Like, that's your whole motherboard, RAM, everything. Like, all I need, like, outside of just a PSU, like, if you just stick a little PSU, like, as a portable gaming rig, you do not need a whole lot more than this to get things done. So, now we're gonna use the Meshilicious as like our thing, but again, this is what I'm trying to do, is like, how small can I get it realistically? Okay, I'll look for, okay, that's it. Oh, well, for sure, we'll do that. For sure, okay. I'm gonna get this so I can get all 4 layers here. Make sure this is, okay, here we go. We can do it this way. There we go. We don't have much else. We don't have anything else to kind of plug into the top here. We'll do a close inspection via duck butt. And I haven't gotten my workout in today. That's actually not true. But I need to get my additional burn in today. For sure. Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay, so here we go. It has been requested. It's been requested, so let's, we need to do a close inspection. God, that's beautiful. Sorry, that's really pretty. I love how small this whole thing is. I might do one more just to make it really clean here at the top, but I just love how compact this is. I love when it looks clean. There we go. Just nice and clean. Look at that. Doesn't that look good? Doesn't that look real? It just looks clean. I mean, like, it's incredible to think that this right here is a complete, I mean, outside of the power supply, this would be the whole thing. Like, I could literally, if I stuck the, like, let's just take the PSU out here for a second, and then I'll duck, but don't worry, guys. But if you wanted to get a full PC build, you know what I mean? All I would need, Tom, yeah, there's something wrong with you, buddy. So we're just gonna take this out real quick. Go into Cam Link here. This is it. This is all I need. Right here. You know, that's it. Like, this is, like, if you really, like, when we want to test the cooling and stuff like that, though, like, you could, with this PC, with the APU built in, sorry, right there, that's all you need to do. You can build a custom enclosure. I mean, you look at the size, right? You look at the size here of what we're talking about. Let's lift up the, we'll lift up the thing a little bit more here, but you look at what, you really don't have a whole lot. Oh, I'll smell it, by the way. Oh, it smells bad. But that's really all you need for this PC, right? Because again, you've got graphics are built into this. You've got your RAM, your storage, everything is right here. And so if you built a custom enclosure, and then you know, again, you've got all your connections and stuff are right there. That's all you need. Some little bit of cable, because you don't need a lot of cables either. You need a power supply, your EPS. That's it. You don't need any other power cables to basically have this hooked up. They do smell, yes, you're right. So, hovers with fans and magnets. That's what yeah, it's a super cute. This is a small form factor 600 watt power supply. And this is why I'm saying is like, though the Meshilicious, and the thing is about this case is this case will have way more room. Should I want to say, like, the thing that's nice about doing something in a case like this, and again, the case itself is actually very light, right? Like, you don't have to worry about, you know, it's like, woo, I still got to get my curls in. But yeah, you know, getting something even smaller is my hope, right, in the end. So it just unless it looks, but what does look too small mean? You know what I mean? Like, if you look at the top down for this thing, like, you know, it's just like, I think this is the dream for travel. And like the fact that in this right here, essentially what I have is the ability to game, stream, and everything just with these two little things, right? And so, you know, that's why it might be, this is a Corsair, by the way. That's what I think is, like, maybe, depending on what we do when we test our thermals and stuff like that in the Meshilicious, this might end up transferring to, like, once I know what the gaming capabilities are of it and stuff like that, this might end up transferring to something like a Danny 4 or even something even smaller, just to really have something super compact. Yeah. Now, the one thing that is also nice, though, about the Meshilicious in this case is that we do, because we don't have to use an APU, we can actually use this and have the full, like, for basically throwing in like an Elgato capture card or, you know, something like that if you wanted to. Or the best thing might be is, like, you don't necessarily, you could do like a 4K 60S with this, because, you know, you've got all the bandwidth and everything for USB-C, and then you could throw like a Cam Link Pro in this slot right here, and so you could run multiple camera angles. But potential for like a travel streaming gaming rig is actually really huge, and that's what I think is exciting about like using something like the AMD APU. So anyway, I know I jumped ahead. We'll redo PSU time here in a minute. We're still got to strip the case and stuff like that too. So yeah, I'm actually pretty excited about it. We will see, ladies and gentlemen. We will see. It'll be fun. Yeah, the CPU has integrated graphics, and it's not, again, it's got, you know, you've got all the stuff that you normally would get with Radeon graphics, right? So you still get, you know, FSR and all that stuff as well. So I'm excited to see what we're capable of when we get there. But let's strip our case and continue our build. Okay. So let's go down a little bit. I love just how small this is. Like, it's exciting. like the fact is that like, you know, you're like, hey, this is like pretty much almost everything I need. You know, and it probably weighs, I don't know, it's not, I mean, it's not light, but I mean, in terms of throwing this inside of a carry-on or something like that, pretty reasonable. So we'll do some more digging and stuff like that. But I know this is the other thing everybody's really excited about, and that is the Meshilicious. This is the Meshilicious case. Again, one thing is really light, great for airflow. We want to make sure we had plenty of airflow. You could still see the components on the inside. This one does have, I think this is the PCIe Gen 4. Obviously riser, but because we don't need the riser cable, it didn't really matter in this case. And there is a PCIe Gen 3 version, but this Meshilicious obviously sent this to us. So in the case of using it with the APU, you need to make sure that you're using PCIe Gen 3, not PCIe Gen 4, since that's not included on the Ryzen 5000 series APU. So it's like it does look like an Xbox Series X, right? Like it's super small. I mean, it's a little bit bigger. I think we have one in the other room, but let's go and get this stripped down and let's continue our build. It's really easy to strip down though. Look at that. Look at all those panels. Hi! Gonna strip it all down. There we go. The good thing about working on small form factor builds that I really enjoy is just like I don't have to like set things aside because it's just like you have all the room in the world. All right, so there it is. Our case is stripped down. Now it's like really light. So yeah, it is smaller than a mini fridge. That is true. The case is really tiny. It does look. You're right. It does look like an Xbox case in a lot of ways. And again, guys, if you're looking for if you're interested in picking one up, again, check out robeytechdeals.com. We have it there, or you can look at the links below if you're curious about what build components we're putting in this. But all those prices and everything are listed on our site. Guys, we're 62 of 100. Let's see if we can get to 100 before we get to the second hype train, because we want to basically try and give away at least 150. I'd love to give away a 5600X, but if we can get away a $150 new gift card, that's always a good thing. Okay. I'm just taking out all of our extra bits here. There it is. Okay, I am curious. Does it say linked up? I don't know if it says if this is the Gen 3 or... Yeah, this is the Gen 4 version. Okay, so that's good to know. So this one we will have to, like, if we're going to replace the thing, we'll have to put a different riser cable in here. Okay. Okay, so everything's here. One other thing we got to change is you can actually see here on the front of the case, it'll actually support 3 120s. We're actually going to do 2 140s here in the front instead. So I'm going to remove this little bracket in here because we're going to be doing 140s instead of 140s instead of 120s, giving it lots of air just to make sure it runs very cool. There we go. This is a Ryzen 5000. This is a 5700G, but it does not have PCIe Gen 4. So no. And yeah, PC guy, yes, 140 millimeters genuinely quieter because they don't have to spin as fast. Okay, so we're taking these off. These are basically, so if you wanted to do 3 120s, you could. We're going to do 140, so we're just removing these. Okay, there we go. Okay, so there's all that stuff for these. So these are out. I love the modularity of this case. Honestly, sweetie pie, that is a personal choice. Again, a lot of times if you end up getting a pre-built, you're not going to end up you're going to end up paying over what you would do if you built it yourself. But then again, you have to be comfortable with building. So I don't know, G-dubs. I don't actually have that answer. Okay, so one thing I am going to do real quick is, just so I don't forget, is go ahead and put in our there we go. I didn't want to forget. I was like, I'm going to have this out and put this out first. Okay, so let's grab our fans. Here they are right here. Now, we were having a debate about this. And so ideally, given that we are air cooling our case, we were talking about this. What would be ideal for this case is probably what would be best is negative static pressure. So what that would mean is I would actually install my 2 fans as exhaust. So in other words, I am sucking air in from all of the side panels, which like we've seen like a 10-degree difference in terms of GPU thermals. And given this is an air-cooled CPU, and then exhausting it through the fans that are exhausting the air out of the front. The only thing is that given this was a travel PC, that means that you're going to get a lot more dust. And, you know, depending on what you are, that is something that you may be concerned about. So we're trying to decide, like, we could do positive pressure, which means we're going to build that side, and then you're not going to get as much dust in the case. But you may actually see a reduced, less than optimal CPU thermals. In this case, specifically with this APU, because you would get more air the other way. So yes, Ryzen 7 is better than Ryzen 5. So anyway, I'd love to have your thoughts while we're doing this right now. If what you guys think of that. Man, you know, it's funny, like every time I open a 140 millimeter fan, I'm always like, these things look so big. I mean, it's just so big. This fan is just always, look at that. It just feels so large when you open one of these. I mean, it's not, it's gonna fit right here beautifully, right? Which is good, but it's just weird when I'm like, they just look so big compared to 120 millimeter fans. Yeah, Mage of Father, that's what most people do is positive pressures. In this case, for thermal purposes, ideal would probably be negative in that case, negative pressure. It is definitely more fan in this case. So we're going to do positive just to make it less dust resistant, but I'd be curious we might turn these around and see what the difference is, just for the sake of science, because science, that's why we do things, afterwards. We already did a 200 millimeter fan build. Stop. Patrick Grilling, yes, it's an APU build with their new APU. That's a good thing. And in the case of if you were using a GPU for sure iron fixer, then yes, that would definitely be more than likely what you would want to do. BO79, yes, you are right. But in this case, given how much you're pulling in air, it does make a difference. Sweetie Pie, it really just depends on which one's better. No, we're not. We're using the Noctua. We're using the Noctua. Their L9A. You can see it's all right here. Look at that. Look at that beautiful motherboard, all ready to go. Like it's this, and we've tested this before. This cooler is fantastic. So, okay, so let's get our fans in. We'll do positive just for this one, but we'll probably test it for science later as well. We're gonna make this build look super clean because we got time. Okay, so here's our Noctua fans. I ordered the gray attachments, but they did not come in time, which makes me sad. So we got the little bit of the ugly brown, not too much. Okay, we'll do side camera so you guys can see a little bit better. So much, like, so little to do here. I mean, like, it's just like there's so little needed in terms of workspace, you know what I mean? Just to make sure that, because given how small we're working with right here. Well, I don't know if the WoW stick would handle that very well. Okay, there we go. And this should be very quiet. There we go. I might bring this down a little bit just to make sure that the fan stack, or the fans actually should go up, so we'll see. I'm not gonna tighten those all the way yet. There we go. Okay, let's see where this one is. And I have, how many fan hair? I do have two, right? I think I have splitters if I need one, but I'm trying to see what I have on my motherboard here. I have 2 more at the top. Okay, cool. There we go, right there. There we go. It's pretty, yeah, they're pretty small. Nice small build. There we go. The cables are coming out of the same end. They're just the one cable's up at the top. It's underneath, so it actually is. It'll be fine. I'm gonna run it through the top and up. It's just I gotta pull it out from under, but it is actually in the same way. Okay, there we go. And the logos are, well, I think I probably should have, just for, it's fine. I might fix it though. Hold on. So this fan is actually going out the same side, like that. I am going to, just for photo purpose. Oh no, because then the fan, I want the fans in the right way. Okay, cool. There we go. The build is 1,500, but we could probably make it cheaper. It's 1,500 specifically, given that I chose the motherboard. I chose motherboard and stuff like that is a bit overkill for this build specifically. I could make it quite a bit less expensive if I wanted to. But again, if you wanted to choose like a really inexpensive, I mean, you know, B550, you know, if you can even get a previous gen motherboard, you could, given that you don't have to worry about PCIe Gen 4, if you wanted to, for sure. Okay, here we go. There we go. Our case is there. Okay, going to top down. And it's got the standoffs already. There's not going to be a lot that I have to worry about in this one. And like I said, we got a lot of room. Because again, we don't have a GPU or anything like that. All we've got is our PSU, which is going to go right here. And then that's it. So, okay, let's grab our box of screws. Or beef, yeah, beef. There you go. You could do a B450M, which would cut the cost down by how much, Tom? Okay. Lots of little extra things they gave you here. Look at it. It also comes with a 90-degree, like if you needed one, like for if you were to install a GPU, which is actually pretty neat. Okay, here we go. This is what I need. Yeah, it's going to make this case look really spacious. That is dead. That is very true. Yeah, you could scale that. If you wanted to really make it really expensive, you could. And I'm going to do a version of that once we test our GPUs and stuff like that. And I'm going to see about even getting it in something even smaller, right? But then again, you're also paying premium for the case. Because the case is not, I mean, you could do 119, the 119 version, which is actually pretty reasonable for a case. But I'm trying to make it like the most, like the smallest, most compact, inexpensive gaming streaming within reason, right? And that's what this journey is the part of. So I appreciate AMD letting me start this journey here with them, and then it'll be a series for sure here on the channel. So if you have ideas for even smaller cases, that really all I need is room for a motherboard and a power supply, you know, and I've got some, but some don't actually fully fit a PSU. I'd love to get your thoughts on our Discord. There we go. So this is this one is definitely a mini ITX case. Okay, there we go. Okay, so there it is. There it is right there. And you can see I have a ton of room here for cables and everything else. So we're not going to have to worry too crazy. I'm going to make it look super clean here. So, because I don't even need this right here. So this would normally plug in right here if I wanted to, but I don't actually need to do that. So this is just going to be sitting free, so not a big deal. Okay, what I'm going to do real quick though is run these up, because these are going to go up on the top of the motherboard here. Oopsie. And then I'm going to clean them up. Okay, so we have our 2 places to plug these in right here. There's one. And there is 2. Okay, so our fans are in now. Okay, and then now, only a few cables I have to plug in here. I've got USB-C. Gonna go right here. There we go. USB-C is plugged in. There we go. USB-C is plugged in. Then we got USB 3.2. There we go. And then our front panels, which are right here, which there's only a couple. Nope, there's everything. Okay, nope, only hard drive. Okay, I need to look real quick where our front panels go. I think I know where they are, but I think I did this wrong last time, so I'm just gonna make sure that they are where I think they are. And I'm okay with using if you want to do it in, I wouldn't do it in a Newegg wish list instead of a PC part picker. If you want to make a wish list, Laris. But I can actually do that after the show if people want to make it super inexpensive. But yeah, I'd love it, Laris. Okay, front panels are 14, right? 15. 15 is where? Oh, they're on the other side. Oh, that's front panel audio header. Never mind. System panel 16. Okay, I was right. No, 16. Oh, it's right here. See? I'm glad I looked. So our front panels are actually right here. So we want reset and power. So hard drive. There we go. Do this without this here. You actually have like so much room in this case. I'm actually really surprised. Oops. Wait. Come on, baby. There we go. And then power plus and minus. I will say that this cooler makes this process actually the RAM. There we go. I doubted myself, so then I unhooked it. Shouldn't have doubted myself, guys. Okay, there we go. All right, RAM is in. The subpar click is coming back. Just not a good click. Okay, there we go. There we go right there. So now all our front panels are in. Does this have a TPM too? I'm guessing no. I don't see a TPM header on there at all. I'm guessing most Mini ITX do not have TPM. Okay, now I'm gonna make it look clean, and then we'll do our PSU. I might actually do this after I get the PSU in, because there's actually only a couple cables I have to worry about for the PSU, for sure. Yeah, another F for the clicks for sure. Name of the case is the Meshilicious, the SSUPD, which is Sunny Sign Up, which is what that stands for. It's called the SSUP Meshilicious. And then again, we're building with the AMD RYZEN 5700G APU. So that's why you guys are not seeing a GPU in this. And we're going to be testing how well it performs and stuff post the stream. Yeah, it's called Sunny Side Up. That's right. Okay. This is our build so far. As you can see, we got lots of room. We'll clean it up here in a second. I'm going to go ahead and do our PSU just because. So we're going to put our 600 watt PSU. So it's PSU time, guys. Yeah, and it should be, again, even with this in here, right? Like when I talk about weight, this thing weighs nothing, right? Like it's still not heavy. We're going to put the PSU in it, but it really does weigh nothing right now. And that's what I'm trying to do, is build something that just, like, honestly is just light. Okay. So here's our PSU. We showed it off a little earlier already. Important information. Now this does, the one thing I really like about Corsair small form factor PSUs is they come with braided cords. So the cords make it a whole lot easier to do cable management in. Ugh. What was the question, Zav? Yeah, I know, Addicto. We did. I didn't have. We wanted to basically test in this for a couple reasons. That if, like, should later on. The one thing that I do like about this case and what is really easy is that if I wanted to, like, say for instance, I was like, hey, I want to go on this thing, but I wanted to play something. Like I needed this as a travel box. What it does allow me to do is easily just throw in the riser, like have the riser hooked up and then throw in a GPU really easily and then take it out if I don't need it. So it does create some expandability in that department. The other thing too is that I could also do something like hook up here, like if I wanted to put a capture card or whatever it was. So there is more options, but I am going to try and make a smaller version of this that is just literally the motherboard and PSU stuff to have something that's just like super compact. So yeah. And this is, oh, this is like if I wanted to, okay, let's get this out here. I have not, actually the thing was is that I actually had a whole Gundam PC coming and then there was a shipping issue with it. And so we're still waiting to get that corrected. Okay, so here's my CPU connection. Here's my, oh, and then by the way, guys, this not the stinkiest, I would say, honestly. Okay, here we go. And then we don't need SATA. Guess what else we don't need? We don't need GPU at all. So all we really need is like 2 cables, which is also pretty crazy. That's all we need for this build. See you later, champ. It's good to see you, man. Small enough to fit in your back pocket. It's not going to be that small. That would be nice, though. I do have, so G-dubs, I actually have that motherboard. I do have that one, and I do have the Gundam monitor, but I don't. No, but you know what? I did just get a case that did, Zav, which is from iBuyPower. So that might be another option as well. And so I thought about that too. Yeah, with that came in after I had the whole build plan. So that is another option too. Okay, so, oh, I forgot to grab the screws. You gotta have the screws, Robey. There they are. What do you mean, Clan? How are you confused? What's confusing, man? How can I help you? Yeah, I'm watching 4 builds. Hey, thank you very much for the gifted subs. Yeah, it is, Gaddy. He's not screwing around. Nice, Dim Mac Daddy. I don't know. I think what we're going to do is, like I said, I have an Asus portable monitor that I was going to have with this. The hope is, like I said, guys, I think maybe the part that's confusing is that really what I want to do is I want to get everything into a small, basically what is a small, like Caribou Pelican case. And so this would take the whole bottom section of the Pelican case. Then there would be a fold monitor, all of the stuff that you need, camera, mic, and all that stuff. So it's basically a complete portable gaming streaming rig. You could just like literally just check because it's in a Pelican case, and then you just can take it everywhere, and it's just easy, is my hope. Yeah. Like kind of like, well, yeah, like a laptop. The problem is that there are things like laptops that become a little bit harder, right? Like in terms of the capabilities of the GPUs in laptops. But yes, you could do that. Yep. You could, I mean, again, that is another option is yes, you could totally do it in a laptop for sure. Yeah, the Velka 3, that's actually a good choice. The one thing that this does have is that on top of the APU stuff, is that should I want to do something more powerful than that, you can, in this, unlike a laptop, you get you're not limited by the TDP, you can overclock this, you can replace parts, and this should perform better. This will perform better than a laptop. And laptops, like even regardless, like the other thing too is like doing all of that on a small versus a portable screen can be a little bit difficult. So I'm not saying that you don't. Like I have streamed from my laptop. Don't get me wrong, but there's just a little bit more sometimes with having a desktop in terms of your limitations on a laptop. So okay. Oops. Let's put this all in there. Yeah, and the other thing too is like I think I could get this down to, you know, if I was going to do a capable laptop, I think I could get this down way below what the cost of a laptop would do. Okay, here we go. So let's go and install. Let's go ahead and put up the only two cables I have to put into this. So I have my CPU. There it is right there. There's our CPU one. Oops, you guys can't see that. And then we have our 24-pin ATX. And then we'll cable manage it to make it look nice. Okay, there we go. And then the fan, I want to do fan out. I'd love to do fan in, but fan out is just because it's like, no, is that going to be interesting? Doesn't have any, it just sits there. Make sure these line up. Yeah, they do. Just weird. I think I can bring this in. Do I want to bring this in? I'm gonna look at something on the case because the other thing too is I think because it does SFF and SFFL. So we might want to, yeah, that's showing 440 millimeter. Just want to see something really quick in terms of showing all the places do cable routing. I can do like 3 hard drives if you wanted to. Okay. So I can actually make bring, so you can take this off and then you can make it over or bring it up. So if you wanted to, and you could have it higher up if you wanted to. So it doesn't, I don't need to do that. Okay. There you go. Okay. Intake for, well, you don't have to worry about it. The intake for the PSU is going to be, again, the case is, the side of the case is mesh, so it's fine if it's on the side. But I am going to have it come out of the side, so it's going to be like this. Here we go. Got to hold this to get it in a way that, yeah. There we go. Oops, sorry guys. Here, we'll let you see it a little bit better. Yeah, we got it. I got it. Thank you for bringing it up, though. There we go. And there it is right there. Okay. Tighten it up there. Okay, so there we go. Now the build, like all of the components are in, and everything is basically ready to go. I'm just basically, before I cable manage, I want to make sure I see what I'm going to have here from a length here, because I know that this cable is just barely big enough here for this. Okay, and then this is going to have to go up here, but we're going to have to run it across the front here. Okay. There we go. Okay. So now it's time to clean this up. Just make sure it looks clean. Take a little bit of time with that, and then we can turn it on. Yeah, you did, Quintus. It was not that great, unfortunately. Unfortunately, not the best click today. Okay, here we go. It's just really about making this look, still want it to look nice. Okay, let's zoom out so you guys can see a little bit better. Oh, these are my big, these are the wrong, grab the wrong, these are the ones I want, not those. Ugh. These are my wrong zip ties, guys. Okay, here we go. We'll zoom out a little bit. Okay, so now we're just gonna clean it up and make sure it looks good, is what I'm working on right now. Because you gotta make sure it looks nice. Here we go. Okay. Now, these I want to be like back and then out of the way. So we'll run them up like this, then here. And I want two. Basically, I want this like this. Dad joke, we'll do a dad joke in just a second, just because. And then we'll run through the parts again real quick, and then we'll do, yeah, why don't we take a quick moment and run through the parts for the build, talk a little bit about what we're doing, the giveaways and stuff, and then we'll come back and finish the build. So give me 1 second, we'll do that real quick. There we go. Okay. Build's coming together. Let's take a quick moment, just run through the parts again, give you guys an update in terms of what we have and what we're doing, and then go from there. And the giveaways, because we're coming up on the 2-hour mark. So let me go to Cam Link real quick and then go from here. Bring it up. By the way, we do have the bot Tom, this guy Tom, who's our bot. He started sending me foot pictures. So I'm a little worried that he may have actually gone full sentient already, which is kind of scary. So please pray for me. Okay. So here we go, guys. Bringing that up here. Okay, so here is basically the parts that we're putting inside of the, because I know we have almost 900 people here now. So let's go to our iPad. I don't know how many people are watching on AMD. So for those of you who don't know, my name is, before we do this, my name is Justin Robey. I'm the host of Robeytech. Robeytech is a show dedicated to PC building, tech, deals, and of course, basically gaming and all of that sort of stuff. Plus, we do some really awesome giveaways. There are a number of giveaways that we're going to be doing here on the show. We've got a number of giveaways we're going to be doing here on the show. The giveaways that we're going to be doing today is, first and foremost, we're going to give away, once we get 2 level 5 hype trains here on the show. Those are over at twitch.tv/Robeytech. We'll give away a 500 gig NVMe SSD. And then if we get 600 likes over at youtube.com/Robeytech, there's a stream happening there. Just so you know, I'm streaming to twitch.tv/Robeytech, twitch.tv/Newegg, youtube.com/Robeytech, and also to twitch.tv/AMD. So all of you guys, hey, how's it going? Welcome. PC Builder, we build PCs. We also do YouTube and all that sort of stuff as well. So anyway, that's where all that stuff is happening. So that's the first set of giveaways. If we get 600 likes, that's the second one. Now down in the bottom corner, you'll see that $100 Newegg gift card. If we get to 100 subs, it was a $100 Newegg gift card. If we get to 150 subs, it was a $150 Newegg gift card. And then if we get to 250, it becomes a 5600X. And if we get to 350, it becomes a 5800X. So we are giving away GPUs and CPUs and gift cards, and all of the more hype you get, the better we basically, the better the prizes that we essentially give away. Right now, we're giving away a $50 Newegg gift card. Now, the last thing is that we're giving away either a PC or 2 GPUs. Right now, you can vote over at discord.gg/Robeytech. You want to head over there. If you want to get in on that, you got to come over to twitch.tv/Robeytech. Use your free Amazon Prime subscription. That way, you're entered to win. All you got to do is have a Prime subscription, and you're in over here. Now, if you want to get extra entries, you can do things like gift subs, which so many people have already done. That gets you extra entries towards either winning that PC or those GPUs. Or also, you can actually do things like subscribe at tier 2 and tier 3, which gets you 5 and 10 extra entries if you want to do that. Now, the guy who won our GPU a couple weeks ago, last 2 months ago, actually won off of just a single Amazon Prime sub. So that is the last in terms of the giveaways. Now, parts that we are putting inside of the PC that we're building today, and again, we're using that new Ryzen 7 5700G. This is AMD's latest APU that just launched today. And so we're using it and building a portable gaming system, portable streaming system that we can basically take on a go. My hope is to build something that you can basically set up remotely. This is going to be a journey. This is how the whole thing is started. And so this is the beginning. We're also building this inside of the Meshilicious. We're going to finish the build here today on the stream. And then afterwards, we're going to take it back and put it through our myriad of testing just to see how it performs and if this is something that actually makes a lot of sense. But one of the things I was excited about is that because the AMD, this specifically has Radeon graphics, you get things like FSR. It also now has a powerful enough CPU that we can do streaming and gaming at the same time. So there's a lot of things that are like enticing about this that we want to test, but makes us excited, that made me want to basically be able to do this build. And I appreciate AMD giving us and sponsoring this stream so we could do just that. So AMD is sponsoring this. This is a sponsored stream, and we're showing that off as part of this build. And so we're going to finish the build and go from there. So let's talk a little bit about what's inside. For our APU, we're using the brand new launch today, AMD Ryzen 7 5700G. This is an 8-core, 16-thread, 3.8 gigahertz Ryzen 5000 series GPUs, or APU, and it is on sale right now for $359.99 over at Newegg. For our motherboard, we're using that Asus ROG Strix B550i Gaming AM4. Now, people we talked about is like, hey, right now the build's around $1,400. This is definitely something that if you wanted to do something less expensive, like somebody was talking B360 and things like, you can buy less expensive motherboards. There's one for like $60 if you totally wanted to make this a less expensive build, given you don't need PCIe Gen 4. This is what we had in stock here on things. So if you wanted, this is a place where you could cut cost. We're using Crucial Ballistics 3600 megahertz RAM. This is a 16 gig by 2 for CL16. Again, if you want to go down to 16 gigs, again, 32 gigs, it's stuff that's nice. It allows you to do a lot of productivity applications and stuff like that, which is why I did 32 gigs. But if you want to do just pure gaming, you can go down to 16 gigs, another place where you could completely save some money. We're using two 1 terabyte Crucial P5s. I wanted to make sure that I had enough that I was going to save streams, but also be able to install a number of games. You could go down to 1 terabyte, that'd save you another $100. I mean, right there, I mean, we could probably get this down if we went to a $100 motherboard. So that's like what, $450. You went down to a single, you went to a 16 gig kit, so that's $550. You could go down to, that's $650, 680 bucks right there with a P5, 720 if you did the Crucial, and then again, so I think you could even get it lower if you really wanted to, because you wouldn't even need a 600 watt power supply. For our cooler, we're using that L9A AM4. You could use the stock cooler that comes included with the motherboard, but this cooler is incredible and really liked it. So keeping it nice and cool, and it's also very, very quiet. For our fans, we're using the Noctua NF-A14s. Again, wanted something quiet, not a lot of RGB, something that you can basically set up and not have to worry about noise or anything like that. So we're using those NF-A14s. And then we're using that Sunny Side Up. It's the Meshilicious Mini ITX. This was done in cahoots with Lee and Lee. This is and I think Encase as well. You can get the version you want for this particular build is that $119.99 version because this does not support PCIe Gen 4 for $119.99. And then we're using the Corsair SF600. Again, you could choose something a little bit less expensive, but you could make something small and compact, I'd say, for probably, I don't know, probably right around $1,000 if you really wanted to. So I agree, Seal. But those are all the parts that we're putting in today's build. And again, obviously the hero being the APU and what we're going to be able to do with that. So that is the plan. That is what we're doing today. That's what we're working on. Again, we have those giveaways. How are we doing on likes on the YouTube? Yeah, and you could do the 5600G as well. Seal's got a good point. Oh, dad joke. And then we need a dad joke. Hey, what's up, Yam? Thanks for saying hi from Nepal. That's huge. Okay, let's look at the dad jokes. We got one more dad joke. People want more dad jokes, and people love them. Hey, Bart. Okay. Okay, where do fruit... Okay, here we go. There is no GPU, Granny. There is no GPU. It's built into the CPU. What did baby corn say to mommy corn? What did baby corn say to mommy corn? Where's popcorn? Oh, man. Okay, well, here's another one. Here's another one. This one's better. What's the best thing about Switzerland? What's the best thing about Switzerland? I don't know, but the flag is a big plus. But the flag is a big plus. What does a sprinter eat before a race? What does a sprinter eat before a race? Nothing. They fast. That's good too. Okay, let me see what they say. My wife is really mad about that. Okay, I'm trying to see if I can find another good one. What did you say? Okay, and then I think we'll end with this one, which we already did this one, so never mind. We'll go from there. Okay, so those are all the dad jokes. If you guys want to put more, again, I'm reading off of a site, but would love to have you, if you want to curate them, head over to discord.gg/Robeytech. Use our dad joke stuff, we have a dad joke channel, and it's a great place to find the best dad jokes and share them with us. Like stuff like, how do you get Pikachu on a bus? You Pokemon. So yeah, there it goes right there. So that's where we go for there. With an APU, if a GPU, does it disable the internal GPU? Cosmic Jordan, not necessarily. In some you have to disable it because again, you can still have functional use of that internal that integrated graphics for things like basically doing stuff like using it for doing additional render and stuff like that. So yes, you can. Oh, there we go. Why isn't there gambling in Africa? There's too many cheetahs. I like that one too. The Robeytech shirt is coming for sale. Don't worry, these are coming. In fact, RobeytechDeals.com, you can see that merch thing showing up there. It's close, guys. It's really close. Yeah. Can you game on an APU? Yes, Rob Funky. Yes, that is what we're testing. That's why this is a portable gaming and streaming rig. So yeah, that's where you can game on an APU. And that's what we're going to show here after we're done with the build, which will be in a separate video. Okay, so now we're going to get back to cable management, and then we'll get this turned on. Guys, we're just probably minutes away from unlocking our second level 5 hype train. And then I forgot where is, yeah, we're gonna, yeah, thank you very much. I'm glad you guys like it. I want to make it look clean. That's always the hope, is to make these look as clean as humanly possible. And then lastly, where are we at on the likes for the YouTube? Do I sell beard combs? No, I don't. We should though. We should though. 431 guys. We still need more of those likes over on YouTube as well. Okay, so this is, I think what I'm gonna try and do is get this. Ooh, I think I should have done this over. I think this one will go over here like this. Yeah. There it is. Okay. Now I'm gonna finish my rear stuff here. Just want to make this look really clean here. There it is. That's what we're working on now, is just to make sure this looks really, really clean. Clean and clear. I wonder if I could run this, because is this long enough to, I might, well, I could run it up here and then actually run this into this too. And run this up here too. Do a couple of these here. Okay, so this is always the fun part with cable management, is just figuring out what you can do to make something look super clean. Which is what I'm working on right now. I want super clean. There we go. I just want to make it look super nice. So the Ryzen 7 5700G is an APU. So in other words, it's got integrated graphics built into the graphics, into the actual CPU. So unlike any other of the Ryzen 5000 series, like the 5600X, 5800X, these do not have graphics built in. So I don't know if you've ever noticed on mini motherboards, but you can actually see they've actually got built-in display ports and HDMI ports, and so that is to support integrated graphics in your CPU. So the 5700G does support integrated graphics, and you get all of the bangs and whisks, the pluses that you would get with any other graphics card like FSR and all that sort of stuff. Plus, you can game and stream at the same time, given just how powerful the CPUs are. And so we'll be testing all that stuff in a later video. Fiskimar, we're gonna test. It should be, yes, it should be. And that is, and they specifically target productivity, like video editors and graphic designers. But again, if you were gonna do light design work, I think you would be okay. I think if you were gonna do more than that, you may wanna do something like a little bit more hefty, like a 6000 series GPU or something like that. Okay guys, we're just finishing our cleanup here, just to make sure our build looks good. I'm gonna see if I can find some way to get this to hold. That's what I wanna do. I got that little grip. I'll work on that here in a minute. Okay, so this is next. I might put this, maybe do this underneath too. And then have that be under here. Okay. There we go. Okay. Yeah, it's a nice little case that we want to, again, what we're working on right now is just to make sure that it also looks pretty. That's what we want. It's not only got to be good, but it's got to look good too, you know? We want it all. We always do. And what I'm doing right now is just working on this one cable just to keep it clean and in. There you go, and then that hides that cable really cleanly. Okay, then I might, if I do this, I might be able to get that in a nice, good way. Nice little, what did you say? It is Thursday in the USE, yes, it is. It is Thursday here, if you are curious yet. Okay, there we go. We're just getting our build looking nice and clean. So there we go. Okay, so nice little clean build right there. And that's all clean and ready. The one thing I want to do is figure out a way, and I might just do it like this, just to make sure this stays where it needs to. It's out of the way. Just like that. Okay. There we go. Now that stays up and against the wall as well. And then this needs to be flat. Okay, now clean this stuff up. If you're looking forward to the launch of the APU is actually out now. It just went out and you can pick it up on Newegg right now. They have not sold out. So luckily we do not have a shortage with this launch. Okay, let's get these twisted around, make it look clean. There we go. Just like that. Your CPU cooler would not fit inside of the case. Is it just because of it's a really big tower PC case? I mean, tower case. Is that what it is? Yeah, I would agree, most would not fit inside of this case. Okay, there we go. There we go. And there we go. I think actually just to make it look even, let me just do one more right here. I do not know off the top of my head Creative Mods. I don't know if one of my tech specialists could answer Creative Mods questions. I think so. I think the answer is yes, but I'm not entirely sure. Okay, there we go. So there it is right there. Look at that. How does that look? I think that looks super clean. Nice, clean, and out of the way. Yeah, it looks nice and smooth. I think there's one more. I think I might actually add one more right there. Thank you very much, Pillsbury. Guys, we're going to be starting the second hype train here any minute if we want to get to that 100 before we start that, if we want to unlock the $150 Newegg gift card. So okay, we're gonna put one right here. There we go. Okay. Okay, so there we go. Now the whole build It is little. Like when you really think about the overall size of what we've built here, it's not big at all. And everything here is clean too. So again, even from the back up here too. So you've got that clean, and then even on the other side. Now I could very easily, right? Like the good thing about how this build is set up, if you wanted to, I could literally just pop this riser cable in here, and then you could then very easily add a GPU if you wanted to and not have a problem. But even in the back here, like I've got everything prepared. So should we need a GPU at any point in time, like if just to make it a little bit better, we've got plenty of room for that. And you can see there's a ton of room, obviously, to install a GPU if you needed one in the case. And then the other thing that's really nice, right, is that from just a heaviness standpoint, this thing is incredibly light, like incredibly light. And so you don't, like, it's not, you can hold it with one hand, putting it inside of a suitcase or whatever it was is not going to be a big deal. Well, I found one, and that's all clean. And so even from both sides, like nice and clean and easy. Sorry, that build looks really good, like really nice and clean right there. Okay, let's get the case back together. See what we can do. Hey, Necrox, thank you very much for this resub. 7 months. Pillsbury, also thank you for the no, not a hip pocket type deal. No, I wish, Gaddy. That would actually be pretty cool. So grind for mine. No, the GPU is built into the CPU in this one. So no, there is no GPU in this case. We're not actually using one. But yeah, because this one I don't need one. Am I selling any of this? Yeah, we're gonna test it afterwards, not on the show, because that, we have to install Windows and all that sort of stuff. There'll be a YouTube video. Hopefully not next week, but the week after. That'll go through all the thermals and everything we did for this stuff and go for that. We need 30 more. Do we only need 30 more likes? Yes. Is that really how close we are? Yeah. Okay, let me restart the music real quick, guys. I'm using the new Zen 3 APU. Here we go. Starting the music again, just at the 2-hour mark. And we should be getting ready to start the hype train in just a second, guys. Okay. Oh no, we're not. Yeah, like yeah, we need 130 more likes. So the difference between I can actually look that up. The difference between the 5600G and the 5700G is, I have it right here. The 5600G is 6-core, 12 threads. Max base frequency is 4.4 or 3.9. It's got a slightly smaller cache. It's got 7 CCUs and 1.9 gigahertz for graphic cores versus 7 CUs in the 5600. In the 5600 versus 8 in the 5700. And then TDP is both the same, and both are overclocked. Both are overclocking. Yeah. So it's about it's like an RX 550 in terms of performance. So yeah, that's how it's basically. Yeah, it's. We'll see. Like again, we're gonna test. You still get FSR. You get all of those things as part of it. Yeah, which is going to be great. I'm actually pretty excited about it. And then again, it still gets all of the stuff like you still get all of the key messaging. I mean, the key parts of like things like FSR. You've got all of the AMD other things that kind of come with it for all that sort of stuff. So yeah, it should be. I'm excited to test it. It said from here. It's like saying basically, and it really is targeting 1080p. Yeah, you're definitely not a cyberpunk one. Yeah. Okay, so let's go and put these back on together, and we should be seeing hype train happening any minute. And then once we finish hype train, we'll I'm assuming this case is going to go together very easily because there's very little to have to worry about. And then we'll see how quiet. I'm assuming this is going to be very quiet. There it is right there. Yeah, this is not, yeah, this is for like 1080p, 1080p, like we're gonna, and like people are asking like what games are you gonna test with this? We're gonna be testing, Civilization, we're gonna be testing Dirt, Borderlands, Fortnite, Call of Duty. Oh, what is this? Stuck on something? Like what's going on here? Oh, I got it backwards. No, it's not stuck on anything, you just weren't putting it on right. Okay guys, look at that, perfect timing. Cooldown is complete. So let's kick off the hype train, last hype train, and then we will get this turned on and see how it does. So, and go from there. So again, hype train, this is the last one we're gonna get. We also need 100 more likes on the YouTube, and then we'll get this turned on and call it a night. That is the plan for the rest of it. Yeah, we're choo-choo. So let's see what we can do here. PC Guy gifting off his first 1 month right there. Thank you very much for gifting that sub. Iron Gazebo doing it as well. Come on, guys, let's do it. We need like 2 or 3 more to activate the hype train. There it is right there. There we go. Juggalo Jimmy dropping out 5 gifted subs. We're coming up on the $100 new gift card. One more, and then the hype train should go active. One more. Oh, you just need one more thing, whether that's bits, subs, and then we'll get that hype train. There's Richindi dropping 100 bits. Maybe we'll need, maybe it's 5. Let's keep going, guys. We can make it happen. There it is, hype train. Gino kicking it off. Okay, guys, one level 5. Remember, if we get 1,000% on a hype train, if we get 1,000% on a hype train, I'll tell you what. If we get 1,000%, we'll give away a 5600X. Just because. Let's make it crazy. Let's celebrate AMD. We'll give away a 5600X if we get 1,000% on a hype train. There we are, level 2, going from there just because. So SRT Baltazar dropping 10 bits. We'll give some AMD love. You know, AMD is not obviously sponsoring these giveaways, but hey, you know, I want to make sure that we tell them that we show them that we love them. And we built this beautiful, very light rig for them. Thank you very much for all the bits, guys. And there we are, level 3, guys. Let's see what we can do here. And for those of you who don't know, if you're over at youtube.com or any of all the giveaways are about to happen, guys. So if you're curious about getting into the giveaways, head on over to twitch.tv/Robeytech. That is where all the giveaways are going to happen. All those things are going to happen here on our YouTube channel. TJC dropping out 5 gifted subs. Thank you, right, on our YouTube channel or on on Twitch. So that's where all the giveaways are going to be active. So I'm hoping, sorry if you're over at AMD, if you're over at Newegg, you want to get in on those giveaways, whether that's the gift card that we're going to be giving away here pretty soon, or the 2 500 gig NVMe, hopefully, you want to pop on over to youtube.com/Robeytech or twitch.tv/Robeytech for that stuff. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about this. Yeah, thanks for all the gifted subs, guys. Appreciate it. Level 4, we're at 82%, guys. Let's see what we can do. And we still got 4 minutes and 37 seconds left. Yeah, I think this came out great. Oh, Haraja dropping 58 bits. Thank you very much. Anyone else? Is anyone familiar with the Corsair 600T? I have not used that case. PC Guy, thank you very much for the gifted sub. I'm sorry, I just can't get over how clean this case looks. Sorry, it just came out very clean. I'm really happy with it. I didn't know how it was going to come out, but like, I just really love like how that just looks really good. You know what I mean? That looks so nice. I'm just saying, it just looks really good. All right, dropping 34 more bits. And then we'll get this turned on in just a few minutes, guys. Okay, we're super close to getting up to near level 5. There we go, Lamp Boy dropping the follow. Thank you for all those follows, guys. PC Guy, another Iron Gazebo dropping another gifted sub. PC Guy dropping PC Guy dropping another gifted sub. There we are, guys, into level 5 now. Remember, if we get 1,000%, we'll give you another 5600X. Hey, SM Dragons, thank you for the 100 bits. Last tier we got to fill up. How are we doing on likes on YouTube? We got to be hitting a PC Guy. PC Guy's just trying to get it in there. He's giving them out to Wild Bill and all sorts of people. Is this a Nook killer? You know what? And like if versus like a standard Nook, yes, this would be. Whoa! Kristen McHale, 10 gifted subs, taking it to 109. Okay, guys, we're officially on our way towards that $150 New A gift card. Let me end this go real quick. We're at 109. Okay, we need 150. We're at 109. There we are right there. Thank you very much. General White, 1 gifted sub as well. There we are right there. Did I do that backwards? Oops. Okay, hold on. Okay, end goal. I did that backwards. And we're actually at 110. Okay, level 5, 137%. We could unlock that, and there we are. 40 more. We can give that away. Thank you very much, PC Guy. Another gifted sub, taking it to 111. Are we going to give away a? Are we going to give away a 5600X? Glyph Assassin, thank you for subscribing with Prime. Zorain, go over to youtube.com/Robeytech. You can click on that one too. 545 on YouTube. We're getting up there, guys. We're gonna get this turned on in just a few minutes. I'm pretty stoked about it. Hey, Heaps Harm, thank you very much. Heaps Harm, thank you very much for the 1 gifted sub. Appreciate it. 850 people today. That was pretty good. That's pretty good. Pretty stoked about it. This is going to be a bit of a shorter episode for sure. We're going to be done by 8 o'clock. That's the thing, is like we don't have it. It wasn't a complicated build, but I'm excited what this build unlocks for the future here. PC Guy, oh, there we go. Somebody just dropped, oh, Heaps Arm dropped 5 gifted subs. Thank you very much, my friend. Taking us to 216%. We're at 118, guys. Somebody in Twitch, YouTube was asking, what's a gifted sub? Gifted subs are people who are basically a sub that somebody has gifted to a person over on Twitch. It allows them to get in on those Twitch giveaways and stuff like that. Joe the Ripper, 1 month at tier 2. Remember, guys, this is your chance to get in on whether we're giving away a PC or a couple GPUs. Get your entry in early for the month of August. So 235%. Hey, Zoriane, welcome with Prime. Welcome to the family. Oh, you're welcome, Heaps Arm. That's awesome. I love it. Yeah, sometimes I like it too, Spad. We've had some really complicated ones, so it's nice to just have a build that is just not complicated and just easy. You know what I mean? Oh, look at that. Like when you hold it like that, it just shines. It just looks really nice. I think it came out super clean. Okay, guys, 1 minute and 21 seconds left. Yeah. It did go smooth as butter, you're right. And it's gonna be, yeah, I think I'm excited. Well, we haven't turned it on yet. Will that case fit a larger GPU? Yeah, it'll do up to 320 millimeters if you wanted to throw a bigger GPU on it. Yeah, so you could do like, you know, well, I have like right here. Hold on, let me just do this. Here you go. You guys wanted to see while we're still waiting for the thing, but here's like right here. So on the other side. So this is a Radeon 6900 RX. Sorry, RX 6900 XT. Thank you very. Come on, guys. We're 28 seconds left. Let's get those last 30. There we go. Jester crossing. Those last 30. But yeah, you can actually see here, if you wanted to, on the other side, like very easily, because it mounts down like this. You could very easily get. There you go. That's what a GPU would basically look like inside the case. Hey, Grimlock, thank you very much for the thing. Hey, and there it is right there. 123, guys. Yeah, you can easily fit. You can see how much room you could actually have here with a GPU in there as well. So, and you have plenty of clearance. I mean, like this is a pretty beefy GPU. We definitely have room. Remember, the back of the case is, I mean, the case itself is actually mesh, right? So your GPU is not going to starve from an air standpoint or anything like that. So yeah, it's not bad at all. Yeah, the GPU weighs more than the entire build. Yeah, that definitely added some heft there, for sure. go. I like how they package their GPU. It comes with like a mat around it and stuff like that. It's just very clean. There we go. There you go. So you guys wanted to see what it looked like. Okay, let's see how quiet it is, though, is the question. How quiet is this thing is the question. Okay, so let's get the case back together and finish it out. Yeah, some companies do. They do. They really do a good job in terms of the unboxing for sure. Okay. Okay, there's that. 32 more likes on YouTube, guys. No, Chris, no. I was just showing you. I was just showing them how it would fit. That was all. It wasn't. No, it would not work with a 600 watt PSU. I think it's 750. So, are we almost? Yeah, we're almost at 600 likes on the YouTube, guys. Okay, here we go. Who's ready for the test? Let's go to the mood mode. Because we don't. I mean, not that there's going to be a lot of RGB in this thing, but we're going to see how quiet it is. We'll turn the volume on as well. Turn the audio, the music down as well, so you guys can hear it. Okay, here we go. I'm going to mood mode. Music off. Just see how quiet it is. Okay, here we go. We're going to stop the music. Please don't stop the music. Here we go. Pausing it. Okay. What the heck? Come on, Elgato. Don't be like this now. Find my lights. Okay, what's going on with my lights here? Try this again. I'm trying to get the lights to go do what I need them to do. Okay, here we go. There they are. Okay, here we go. Going to mood mode. Here it is. Thank you very much. Oh, by the way, Jester, thank you very much for the gifted sub. Okay, here we go. Music is off. Just quiet. Grab our power and everything. Here it is. I can actually, why don't I, just for the sake of it, just so we can actually see if it's on. I don't think the side panel being on. Here we go, like that. There we go. There's our build. There's that. And then we are plugging into, because this is an APU, we're plugging into the motherboard. The motherboard's probably like, what are you doing? You're violating me. Okay, here we go. Turn it on. There it is. Wow, those things are pulling some air. Wow. Like my hand is like, oh my gosh. The PSU is not, PSU doesn't, the fan doesn't work unless, the fan doesn't turn on unless you need it. But this PC is on. Man, that thing is pulling some air. I'm waiting to see if we get a post. It does post, by the way. Wow, that is like, I think we need to turn the fan curve down for sure. These things are like, I think these are the PWM, but these things are, yeah, this thing is quiet. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, these fans, I definitely need to change. These fans are loud, but they're running at full blast. Okay, and by the way, you guys are curious. Here we go. Here's the capture. See if it shows up. Should, maybe. Come on, do what you're, nope. I wonder why oh, no, it is showing there. Okay. Hold on one sec. Let me get it to fix here. Okay, here it is. Yeah, we definitely need to fix the fan curve on this, but there it is, all posted. You can see the GPU does, the PC, there it is. You can see it right there. It's got that new CPU installed. I'm just sorry, I just can't get over how powerful these fans are. These are PWM, right? Yeah, these are. But they do like 3,000 and they're all running at like max fan right now. So, can you guys hear that? Yeah, it's a mobile wind tunnel for sure. You guys hear that right there? Oh man. Yeah, it's probably not set to PWM in the BIOS. Hey, let's just see if we can get that down right now. Okay, here we go. Luckily I have a thing right here. It's like set to crazy. Okay. Ugh. We have a build. Yeah, it's too loud right now. I agree. Okay, here we go. Nope, F1. Okay, here we go. So let's go to QFan. Yeah, CPU. Okay. Oh, they're all. Oh, yeah. I feel like this is like. I feel like the problem is that. Yeah, I feel like this. I think it might be because this is on the pump, and this is like going from here, so it's like running at 100%. Let's see what happens when it does this. I think the fans are actually running at different speeds. Yeah, they are. It's really loud. I may have to put a splitter on them and run them off of a single. I'm surprised that they're getting quieter. It is loud. Oh, it's loud. I'm gonna see here what I can do. Yeah, with this is what I'd use. I have only like, what is this? These come with. Yeah, I think these all come with. That's not what I need. Okay, here we go, right here. I think it's just because of how the thing is right here. We're gonna let this finish. Okay, there it goes. Yeah. Hold on one sec, guys. Okay, so we're gonna shut this off. Okay, let's go back to this and I'm gonna put these on a splitter and figure out which one is not the pump header. I think the reason is that one of these is running like an AIO pump, and so we'll get a quick fix on that. This is why we do what we do. I don't want it that loud. That's ridiculous. Luckily, it's an easy fix. Okay. Okay, here we go. Where is my... There it is. These off. The question is, I don't know what fan is what, so let me look in the manual real quick. Then we can put it on a splitter. Hey! Okay, here we go. Let us take a look at the fan. Let me get the music back on again, since we're doing a little bit more work. You guys can continue this stuff so it's not completely quiet in here. I just need to get the right fan header. So the last C, I want C. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. Okay, there it is. Going to top down again. So what we did is we just have the fan coming off of the... Get this a little bit better. Oops, let's not do that because I can't get it reclosed. There we go. Reach, Robey, reach. Okay. There we go. Now that should be much quieter, I hope, because these are pulse width modulation or PWM fans, so these should be capable of running it silent. There we go. Okay. Okay, let's try this again one more time. Now our fan is fixed. Things clean and out of the way again. Little bit of hiccup there, but fixed. Okay, here we go. Okay, and put this one on the back. Okay, now they might be quiet, they might be loud at the beginning, but here it is again. One more time. Okay, let's see how quiet we can get this to go. There it is. Okay. Okay, one more time. That's already much quieter. Yeah, there we go. You hear that? That's what we're looking for right there. Hold on, let me stop the music. Hear that? The CPU fan is a little bit louder, but for the most part, yeah, that's like not loud at all. Exactly. There, that made a big difference in terms of the the stuff. So there it is right there, and that is much, much, much better. And now we have a build that is actually pretty quiet. And nice and small and compact, right? So, which is cool. Yeah, and I like how quiet that is. It's nice and whisper. As good. By the way, I'm Wolfie. I am not Newegg. I'm actually hey! Wow, hey, Arcanaut raided us. Thank you very much, Arcanaut, for the raid. Sorry, I completely missed that. For those of you guys who are here from Arcanaut's channel, thank you for hanging out. We just got finished building a PC with AMD's new APU. That's what we're doing. One fan is not spinning. What? They're all spinning. You're on crack. They're all spinning. That's a PSU fan. Oh, that fan doesn't spin. Oh, sorry. Yeah, the PSU fan doesn't spin unless it needs to. Yeah, the PSU doesn't spin. The PSU fan doesn't spin. Yeah. Yeah, I was like, what? No RGB. Isn't this like, it's like the darkest PC I've ever built. Oh, it's okay, Raymond. It's all good. It's all good. It's totally okay for you to ask those questions, man. It's all good. Yeah, only under load or if it really needs it. Thank you very much. Anyway, guys, okay, it sounds like we actually built, looks like we actually hit both level 5 hype trains. Let's go ahead and what I'm gonna do real quick is I'm gonna disconnect this. And I'm gonna put this over on the side so you guys can take a look at it, and then we'll do the community giveaway right now. But just to celebrate AMD, we'll do it a little bit different than typical. Guys, we only need another 24 subs to give away that $150 Nui gift card. If somebody wants to come in clutch and let that last bit, two tens or something like that, could be really cool. The brown, so we did order, guys, just so you know, we did order the little rubber replacements for the Noctua fans. I don't know why they love brown so much, but they did not come in time. So they're actually going to be gray, but they didn't come in time. So I apologize. I know some people are like, "Where's the brown?" So anyway, let's get this over here real quick, and then we'll get you zoomed in, and then we'll do the first giveaway. You guys can see. Wow, you guys cannot see that. Even if I did, I think I'm gonna have to turn on one of these lights to make it so you guys can see it at all. We'll bring in that side light over there. 1 second. Come on. This one? That one do it? Nope, that's not going to give you very much. Nope, not that one. Let's try the other one. Come on. Waiting for the other light to show up here. There it is. There it is. Okay, now you guys can see it a little bit. Right? It's still not the, here, we'll do, if we do, ooh, let's just drop parts, and then we'll start the giveaways, guys. Setting it up so you guys get a little bit of a view of the build. There you go. There you go, okay. While we do the, there we go. Okay, here you go. So you guys get a view of the build, and let's start the giveaways now. Okay, so first one is going to be for 2 500 gig NVMe SSDs. Oh, of course it did that. Thing always does this. Hold on one sec, guys. It'll fix itself here in a minute. There you go. Now you guys get a view of it. There's your build right there. Nice and quiet, and there we are. Okay, let's start the first giveaway, guys. This is for 2 500 gig NVMe SSDs. Hopefully we'll get somebody to help us go clutch and give away the 5600, I mean the 150 going to CloudBot. Entry for this is going to be 8 exclamation point. We're going to do AMD 5700G is going to be the entry for this. And then we're going to do 2 500 gig NVMe SSDs. And so let's do that right here. So starting that giveaway right now, exclamation point AMD 5700G. There we go. And there it is right there. And then you guys can see the build at the same time. There it is right there, guys. All the extra parts that we didn't end up needing. Build looks good, right? Nice and clean. Yeah, you have to be on my Twitch or my YouTube to be able to win, guys. Oh. And remember, guys, this is just to win 2 500 gig NVMe SSDs. This is not to win a 5700G. This is just, we're just celebrating AMD by making that the entry. So we're going to be doing 2 winners. 571 people tonight over on Twitch. Thank you very much for everybody who tuned in today for all of that stuff. And if you guys hear while we're doing that, we'll throw this on here so you guys can see what it looks like with the actual case thing on. That's, oops, I turned it off. That's what it would look like with the case on, which is not a whole lot. So, but nice and clean. Phantom Marine, if you want to enter, you're going to have to go to Twitch or YouTube. Okay, we're picking 2 winners. Congratulations. That doesn't really show anything, so I'll retake this down, and there it is right there. Congratulations to Jarter from Arcade and Flying Virtual Gaming. Jarter from Arcade and Flying Virtual Gaming. Congratulations, you guys are the winner of 2 500 gig NVMe SSDs. Okay, next up, we're going to be giving away a $100 Newegg gift card. So that's the next giveaway right now. And then that is going to be it for the night, guys. And so, yeah, let's go ahead and do that. And this is going to be a big shout out to, obviously, to our big our sponsor as well, Newegg, who makes sure all this stuff can happen. The entry for this is going to be !Newegg now. This is for a $100 Newegg gift card. Starting that giveaway right now, guys. 2 minutes. That looks really good. Really happy with how that build looks. And even if we were going to put like a CPU and like a GPU in it, we have plenty of room for cable management and all that stuff. This came out really clean. We still have 1 minute and 14 seconds left, guys. Can't believe you sent me pictures of feet, Tom. Okay, guys, picking a winner in just a few minutes. I want to say, I just want to say thank you so much to everybody for being for this. I want to say thank you to AMD for giving us this opportunity to build this PC with their newest AMD Radeon 5700G. We're super excited. We will be back in the coming weeks to show you guys how this actually performs, and then you know, whether this was a crazy hairy-brained idea or something that is awesome or not. So you guys look forward to that video showing up on our YouTube soon. I also want to say we are back Saturday at 11 a.m. For doing we will be doing a build in the Antec DF700 Flux. So that's going to be a lot of fun. That's going to be on Saturday starting at 11 a.m. So we'll have all of the fun stuff that should be over at Amazon Live as well. And then we are back again on Monday for a NX410 Antec build. So it's like a week of Antec. We just had a bunch of new cases from them. We're trying to show you a bunch of new cases. So those are more typical builds, full GPUs and CPUs and all that sort of stuff. Should be a lot of fun. Anyway, guys, this has been Robeytech. I'm your host, Justin Robey. You can catch me every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday starting at 5:30 p.m. Pacific. Let's pick our winner. Congratulations to Dandona330. Dandona330, you are the winner of a $100 Newegg gift card. Dandona330, and it's Pacific Daylight Time. Thank you. Anyway, guys, everybody, big shout out to AMD again. Thank you so much for hanging out. We are going to be signing off. Love and appreciate you guys, and we will see you guys on Saturday. Bye, guys.